Isn't she cute? Y'all, this is one of the Dollar Tree diamond painting key rings that I got. And I used, isn't she cute? Oh my gosh. It's a little drink. It could be coffee. It could be boba tea. It could be tea, right? We like tea. And I used this diamond painting sealer. I really am impressed by it. It's got, at first when you put it on, it's all bubbly and it looks like it's going to slop over, and then it bounces back as it dries, and it leaves it with a nice glossy finish. So I thought that was super cute. I am not especially good at getting these separated from their backing, but when I learn and when I get better at it, I'll be using these little window stickers a lot more. I'm thinking I need to use some of my craft tweezers to get the backing off, and I'll practice with that. Oh, the happy chaos of the writing table. I think I'm going to do some work on getting this a little organized at least, but look at all the cute stuff there. Remember when I got this little mug, from Natural Life? Yeah, she's holding my pencils, my scissors, and some of my markers and pens. Some kitty people are extremely ready for whenever it's feeding time. I'm not sure what time it is right now. It's not quite time for them to get fed, but there's a couple of them. Can you see the camouflaged kitty? I think that might be our Charlotte. Is it? No, maybe it's not. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, it's either, I think it's either Sandy or Cheetah Weetabix. But anyway, can you see what I'm talking about? Let's see, let's go in. Oh yeah, that's either, I think that might be Sandy, actually. Charlotte's a tortie. And then behind her is Manny or Aaliyah. I'm not sure. Hey y'all, hey, it's Patty with Giddy Things. I'm back for day 167 of our 5-minute in-name only exercise encouragement. How are you? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Is it possible to be exhausted and grateful at the same time? It absolutely is. I am so tired. It is the Sunday after a Friday for my Zepbound shot on Friday, and so I am having a really tired Sunday, but a grateful Sunday, a phenomenal Sunday. We attended church this morning. We do that online, by the way. I don't know if I've ever shared that before, but we do that online. Right now, our church is undergoing renovations, and for a while, it hasn't been super accessible for me, and they're really working hard to get that done. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. It's an old church. It's an old Episcopal church. It's beautiful, and they're working so hard. They got a new elevator put in. They widened the staircases, all kinds of neat stuff to make it more accessible for people, and I'm so grateful for that too. So thankful for my church home. But yeah, it's really cool to be able to watch it online, and it's just like you're there. So it's fantastic. You can love on stuff and comment on stuff you want to. It's really fantastic. And then I ate, and y'all, I fell asleep in the Feel Better chair for hours. I was so tired. We're going to have to come up with a good option for our bed. I'm so happy to have a bed, but I'm not really comfortable in it. I think I need something that is, we may have talked about this before actually, something that's more adaptable, like an adjustable bed. I also have thought about getting the Medcline pillow, not sponsored, not monetized yet. And when I am, I promise I'll do good things. I'll do good things. I'll give money to good causes, and I'll just do all the things. I don't really need very much money to get by. I mean, it's more now than it used to be, but it doesn't take a lot really for me. We don't have a lot of necessarily fancy taste. Now I do have some fancy taste, but there are some priorities that have to come first, right? So yeah, I also, by this time, I usually have my Christmas shopping done, and I was like, oh, I don't have my Christmas shopping done. But then I thought, my boys are at a point where they really don't want a lot of stuff. Their requests are very straightforward and simple, and it used to be more little stuff. Um, and we try to be responsible about that when we can, but we really don't buy a lot of stuff throughout the year as gifts. And so that's a good, other than birthdays, right? Well, birthdays and Valentine's Day and Halloween and Easter, but not as much as we used to, especially since the handy helper doesn't eat a lot of candy and stuff. He doesn't really eat candy at all. There's, not so much to buy for those little holidays. But anyway, what was I talking about? Distraction. I got distracted, y'all. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to keep going. So, yeah, I had a lot of soreness left over from that big wheeling myself around thing that I did. And so I've been trying to kind of baby my joints a little bit. And I had just a lot of fatigue from Zepbound this week, but not, my side effects, to be honest, they are fleeting at this point, which is a real joy. It's one of the reasons I don't want to go up on my dosage, if that makes sense. As long as the food noise is at a minimum, I can sit with a certain amount of hunger, and I think it's important to learn to do that. I mean, don't you? Just to be able to be like, I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. And without the food noise, I'm not as, deep down, I'm hungry feeling ever. So just learning to sit with a little bit of healthy hunger is okay. So I think I am going to go ahead and straighten up the desk. Again, not messy. It is messy, not dirty, just disorganized. And I'm going to come back to you in a little bit with some thoughts in my bonnet with all the little florals upon it. I think one of the things about tidying up the desk that's been a little intimidating is I have a bunch of stuff and not a lot of formal storage. But I was like, you know what? That doesn't matter. Here's this storage and here's this storage. The disembodied voice found these for me that we already have. We probably have more. We're going to look. And then the one with the little bows on it. And I'm organizing those right now. And I thought, I don't have to have a bunch of this really organized storage. Right, there's one of my letters on top of there. And did I say the postal scale? Yeah, that's up there. I'm just going to separate stuff for right now into these cute little airmail envelopes. What do you think? So this is somewhat better. I am getting there. This is the little notebook where I keep a quick reference to my pen pal addresses. I keep my pen pal letters in this SAS box. There's the leftover drills from when I did that keyring project. And of course, I always have to have little stacks and bundles of things because that's just friendly, right? There's my stampers. Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. I'm back to wrap up our little day today. It was a wonderful day, and I hope that you had a wonderful day too. The light is getting a little lower, so it's getting a little glary. I'll take off my glasses, which means I'm not seeing all that much at any kind of a distance, even as far away as the phone, but I can feel the goodness that is in you. I hope you know how special you are. Have you done anything today to remind yourself about how special you are and what a wonder you are? You're an amazing wonder is what you are. You're a gift, a blessing, a special bright spot to every second of every day. I hope you know that. I hope you also know how loved you are. Oh my goodness. I love you so much. I can't make two heart hands, but I'll do both sides. Dunk, dunk at one time in the hope that you feel that and you know how genuine it is. I hope you'll also go with me in peace and love to serve others. And please do pray for the whole world with a special intention for Ukraine.